What continent has the least amount of flowering plants? Antarctica, Australia, Asia, Africa. Antarctica. The continent with the least amount of flowering plants is Antarctica. The cold continent only has 2 flowering plants, Antarctic hairgrass and Antarctic pearlwort. Both are found along the Orkney and Shetland Islands. When did the Cold War end? 1985, 1992, 1989, 1995. 1989. The Cold War was more political muscle flexing than actual combat. The Soviet Union and United States were embroiled in a race to put a man on the moon and show domination in a race for nuclear weapons. The tension revolving around communism was a driving force behind the tensions of the Cold War. The Cold War ended in 1989 as the Berlin Wall came down and the Soviet Union was disassembled. Who was the first American to go into space? Chuck Yeager, Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, Alan Shepard. Alan Shepard. In 1961, Shepard became the first American in space in a one-man Mercury spacecraft. He did not orbit the Earth, but was in space. The whole mission lasted about 15 minutes. What famous politician can be attributed with the quote, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for you country"? Ronald Reagan, John F. Kennedy, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Franklin Roosevelt. John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy became the 35th President of the United States in 1960. In January of 1961, at his inaugural speech, he famously called for all Americans to contribute in some way to the common good. His famous quote, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country," was immediately immortalized in historic presidential speeches. What was the name of the aircraft that dropped the first atomic bomb on Hiroshima in 1945? Flying Goose, Little Boy, Enola Gay, Spirit of St. Louis. Enola Gay. The Enola Gay was the name of the plane that dropped the first atomic bomb during World War II. It was named after the pilot's mother, Enola Gay Tibbets. The bomb essentially put an end to the war. What is the world's biggest island at over 800,000 square miles? Madagascar, Baffin Island, Greenland, New Guinea. Greenland. Greenland is the largest island in the world by far at 840,000 square miles. The second largest is New Guinea at less than half the size, 303,000 square miles. Greenland is almost entirely covered in ice and snow. What is the largest bone in the human body? Cranium, radius, tibia, femur. Femur. The femur is the longest and strongest bone in the human body. The femur is located in the upper thigh region of the leg and attaches to the hip and the knee. The Nobel Prize in Literature was once awarded to a famous British Prime Minister. Can you pick who? Clement Attlee, Winston Churchill, Tony Blair, Margaret Thatcher. Winston Churchill. In addition to being a famous figure in British history, Winston Churchill was also noted for his brilliant writing. After being pushed out of power, he began amassing a collection of writings including letters and memoirs on World War II that would be published in 1953. He would be awarded the Nobel that same year. Who assassinated President Abraham Lincoln? John Wilkes Booth, Johnny Lee Ray, Jim Henry Ford, Jesse James. John Wilkes Booth. In 1865, during a play at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C., John Wilkes Booth shot and killed Abraham Lincoln. After shooting Lincoln, Booth jumped onto the stage and proclaimed, "Sic semper tyrannis. The South is avenged." Booth was on the run for about a week before being caught. How many track events are in the Olympic decathlon? 12, 10, 7, 5. The Olympic decathlon consists of 10 different track and field events. The events include 4 track and 6 field events, a total of 10 events. Competitions include 100-meter sprint, 110-meter hurdles, 400-meter event, 1500-meter event, long jump, high jump, shot put, discus throw, javelin throw and pole vault. What color is the jersey worn by the leader of the Tour de France bike race? Red, green, yellow, blue. Yellow. The Tour de France is an annual bike race through the country of France. Riders climb through the Alps en route to a finish like in Paris. The race takes place over the month of July every summer. The daily race leader wears a yellow jersey.